welcome to YouTube, and today we're diving into something truly special, something that combines nostalgia, American muscle heritage, and a modern twist of technology. Yes, I'm talking about the rebirth of a legend, the 2026 Chevy Monte Carlo. For decades, the Monte Carlo stood as a symbol of personal luxury coupes, a car that carried a unique blend of style, power, and presence. Now in 2026, Chevrolet has decided to reimagine it, bringing it back for a new era. This isn't just about reviving a nameplate. It's about carrying forward a legacy and delivering a car that speaks to both the heart of enthusiasts and the future of driving. The Monte Carlo was first introduced back in 1970, during a time when American cars were all about big engines, bold designs, and a sense of flair. Through its generations, it became an icon on the NASCAR track, dominating races and cementing its reputation as a performance machine wrapped in a stylish body. For many, the Monte Carlo is not just a car. It's a memory of family road trips, late-night cruises, and the golden era of American automobiles. That's why the announcement of the 2026 model created such a buzz. It's not just about a new car. It's about reconnecting with history while pushing boundaries into the future. The first thing you notice about the 2026 Chevy Monte Carlo is its design. Chevrolet has done an outstanding job blending retro elements with modern aerodynamics. From the front, it carries an aggressive wide grille, framed by slim LED headlights that almost give it a futuristic glare. The hood has sculpted lines that nod back to the muscle car roots, while the profile is long, sleek, and coupe-like, staying true to the Monte Carlo's classic proportions. At the rear, a fastback-style roofline merges into a short deck, topped off by bold taillights that stretch across, reminding you of the Monte Carlo's 80s and 90s glory days. The car sits low and wide, looking more like a grand tourer ready to take on Europe's finest than just a domestic cruiser. Step inside, and you're greeted with a cabin that reflects Chevrolet's newest design philosophy: modern, minimalist, but still driver-focused. High-quality materials dominate the interior, with leather, brushed aluminum, and carbon fiber all making an appearance. A massive curved old display stretches across the dashboard, combining the gauge cluster and infotainment system into one seamless digital interface. Everything is customizable, from the layout of the dials to the ambient lighting themes. And while it feels futuristic, Chevrolet has kept a few physical controls for essential functions, respecting drivers who still want a tactile connection to the car. The seats are supportive and sculpted for both comfort and performance, reminding you that this car is as much about long distance cruising as it is about track day thrills. Now, let's talk about the heart of this machine, the engine options. Chevy knows enthusiasts wanted variety, and the 2026 Monte Carlo doesn't disappoint. At the base level, you have a turbocharged 2.7-liter inline-4, delivering around 325 horsepower, powerful enough for daily driving while keeping efficiency in mind. Step up and you'll find a 3.6-liter twin-turbo V6 pushing out roughly 500 horsepower, the sweet spot for most buyers who want both speed and balance. But for the true purists, the SS trim comes alive with a 6.2-liter supercharged V8, borrowed from the Corvette Z06, tuned to deliver an earth-shaking 720 horsepower. And yes, Chevrolet hasn't abandoned electrification either. A hybrid version pairs a smaller V6 with electric motors for a combined output of 550 horsepower, offering instant torque and improved fuel economy. With this lineup, Chevy has created a Monte Carlo for every type of driver. Whether you care about efficiency, performance, or all-out power, performance is where the 2026 Monte Carlo truly shines. Thanks to its lightweight platform, adaptive suspension, and advanced aerodynamics, this car feels more like a European grand tourer than the heavy cruisers of the past. The steering is precise, body roll is kept in check, and acceleration is brutal when you push it. The supercharged V8 version rockets from 0 to 60 in just about 3.2 seconds, placing it squarely in supercar territory. Yet despite all this performance, the car remains comfortable. On the highway, it glides effortlessly, the cabin staying quiet and refined, a reminder of its roots as a personal luxury coupe. It's this dual personality that makes the Monte Carlo special, a car that can tear up the track one moment and then take you on a relaxed road trip the next. Technology is another area where the Monte Carlo excels. Chevrolet has equipped it with their latest Super Cruise system, allowing hands-free highway driving with precise lane centering and adaptive cruise control. The infotainment system supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even over-the-air updates, keeping the car future-ready. A premium Bose sound system ensures your favorite music sounds incredible, while advanced driver assistance features like automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and 360-degree cameras keep you safe. But beyond the features and the numbers, what makes the 2026 Chevy Monte Carlo truly stand out is the emotion it carries. For older enthusiasts, it's a trip down memory lane, a revival of a car they may have grown up with or admired from afar. For younger buyers, it's a chance to own something unique, a coupe that doesn't just follow the crossover trend but instead stands as a bold statement. In a world where SUVs dominate, the Monte Carlo is a reminder that coupes can still be cool, exciting, and relevant. Chevrolet has also worked hard on the customization aspect. Buyers can choose from a wide array of colors, wheel designs, and interior trims. There's even a heritage package that brings back some classic Monte Carlo touches, like retro-inspired badges, two-tone paint schemes, and throwback upholstery patterns. It's little details like these that show Chevrolet understands the emotional connection people have with this car. Of course, no revival comes without challenges. Some critics argue that reviving classic nameplates can be risky, especially if the modern version doesn't live up to the legacy. But in the case of the 2026 Monte Carlo, Chevrolet has managed to strike a balance. It's modern and future-ready, but respectful of its past. It isn't a copy of the old model, but it carries the spirit forward. And that's what makes it so compelling. Price-wise, the Monte Carlo is positioned smartly. The base model starts in the mid-$40,000 range, making it accessible to a wider audience. The V6 versions move into the $60,000 territory, while the SS V8 model pushes closer to $90,000. Still a bargain considering the performance it offers. Compared to European competitors, the hybrid variant falls in between, appealing to those who want both power and efficiency. As the automotive world transitions toward electrification and self-driving technology, cars like the Monte Carlo remind us that driving can still be about passion, about the bond between man and machine. Chevrolet has built not just a car, but an experience. It's not about getting from point A to B, it's about how you feel along the way. And that's the essence of the Monte Carlo personal luxury. Performance and style all in one package. So as we look at the 2026 Chevy Monte Carlo, it's hard not to feel excited. It's a car that dares to be different in a world filled with sameness. It respects tradition but doesn't get stuck in it. It's bold, powerful, luxurious, and emotional, everything a Monte Carlo should be, but for a new generation. Whether you're a longtime fan or someone discovering it for the first time, this car proves that legends never really die. They just come back stronger. And with that, we come to the end of today's deep dive into the 2026 Chevy Monte Carlo. Thank you for watching. And let me know in the comments, what do you think about Chevy reviving this legend? Would you choose the V8 monster, the efficient hybrid, or maybe the balanced V6? Don't forget to subscribe, and stay tuned for more exciting automotive content.